are some days like today where I'm gonna snap like a twig. You know, my grandmother keeps calling and calling and calling. Today's call, which I just hung up from, was about this lovely raincoat she got me at Bloomingdale's. Which makes a lot of sense because last night she was explaining how she couldn't afford to help us with the wedding. She was curious about how much I had to do since I sounded so down on the phone. I explained to her my multi-page to-do list. And she was noticeably surprised for once. Oh my God, you have how many pages to do? You know, I'm that busy when I don't have a wedding to plan. I'm that busy when I don't have a new apartment to work on getting in order and getting set up so that it doesn't take the first 6 months we live here to get curtains up and boxes unpacked and all of that nonsense. It's taxing. It's taxing. And then hi, Grandma.
Today, May 12th.
Say it again.
11? 11. All right. So you got here for May, June, July, August, September, and it's toward the end of October, September. So you got 3.5, almost 4 months. So take it easy. You know, you can't say you can do everything at once.
I'm not saying I can do everything at once. I'm saying you can't send out wedding invitations at the last minute. We have to finalize the guest list.
Wait a minute. You have to order it, right?
Yeah, but that's my point. We have to figure out how many people are coming. Then we have to decide how many invitations to get. Then we have to address and mail all of the invitations. Then we have to get all of the invitations back so we actually know how many people are coming. That takes a significant amount of time in and of itself.
I know. Does his mother work?
Yes, his mother works part-time.
What does she do?
She works in the city clerk's office up in Hastings.
Oh. So she doesn't have to work, right?
Well, why would it matter if his mother works?
What?
Why does it matter if his mother works?
I thought maybe she could help you or something.
I'm sure she's willing to help, but first of all, she has a job. Second of all, she has her own home to take care of. And third of all, she's up in Hastings. I can't afford to go back and forth, and I'm not about to, with the prices for gas now, I'm not about to ask her to come back and forth down here. And my stepmom is all the way in Maine. She's offered to do what she can to help, but they're all the way there. Huh.
I can't do my own work. You gotta take the time to pay the bill.
No, I know you have a lot to do as well. But that's what I'm saying, is everyone's busy.
My bill, you know, I've got to get this done. I'm aware. I managed things.
Personal care attendant. That's what Lorenzo used to do. understand it's expensive. I know. Yes, you're gonna be invited. None that I know of. I mean, it's a matter of getting stuff done, and there's only so much that Sam can help me with because he doesn't get home until... Well, some people can be sticklers on price when they're buying a car. I'm sure it's in great condition. Yeah. I understand you want to help with the finances, but no, I'm not arguing that. I understand you have a lot of bills you have to pay for the both of you. That's why I was surprised you sent me what you sent me already. No, I know, and I appreciate the help, but some of it is just a matter of footwork. It's just a matter of making the calls and going places, and it's just challenging because this isn't a destination wedding. It's not like we're saying everyone, hey, come be with us in, Florida or London or something because we're getting married. This is a 40-minute train ride upstate. And it's still technically a destination. Everyone I know is coming from different parts of New York and Maine and Florida and Arizona, and his family is coming from New York and Connecticut and Massachusetts, and so it's people. I care where they're coming from because if I'm going to put effort into thinking about what's going to go into the process of my own relatives getting here and finding somewhere to stay overnight because they've made this long trip, it really only seems fair that I do the same thing for what's going to be my new family, doesn't it? I'm sure there's motels around. I know Lorenzo is familiar with Dobbs Ferry since that's where he's from. I don't know where he and my sister and such are going to stay, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. Okay, no, I understand it was a smaller wedding when you guys got married, but well, I don't know of any motels like that near the Tappan Zee. I'm just all I can tell you is that if yes, we're gonna have a photographer. No, there are qualified photographers that aren't as expensive. We're trying to work with the guy who runs the place we're having the reception, because he owns a company that works in that works in musicians and photographers and things like that. So hopefully we'll be able to work something out so it's less expensive. Yes, I know that I take good care of Sam. I'm sure he knows it too. Does it really make a difference that you thought your hairdresser was gay? Were you planning on flirting with him? I'm asking. You say you may every time you tell me about him, you make a point of saying, and he got married, but that was strange because I thought he was gay. Were you gonna flirt with him? Were you gonna try and? He's thinking of divorcing her because she doesn't make dinner at night? Well, I want to make sure I understand what you just said. He's thinking of divorcing his relatively new wife because she doesn't make dinner for him at night? I don't know, you brought him up. Okay. What is the right thing? What does that mean? I do the right thing? I have no idea what that means. Yeah, I make him tea and soup when he's sick, and I do most of the cooking, but I don't understand how that's doing the right thing. Okay. Well, before I forget, Lorenzo wanted me to mention that he's looking forward to introducing you to your first great grandson. I told you, she's due in July. By September, she and the husband and the baby are coming. I know. I know. And coming down to Florida would be nice. I'm sure it would be fun. It's just a matter of finding the time.